Hello, my name is Agatha, and this is the astrological reading for May 2016 for the sign of Pisces. This is a very general reading. If you'd like a private consultation, please send an email to dunyazad@gmail.com and I'd be delighted to work with you. All the information is below. So, the new moon is going to happen on the 6th of May at 16 degrees of Taurus, and the full moon is going to happen on the 21st of May at 1 degree of Sagittarius. In your case, Pisces, this new moon in Taurus is going to happen on your third house, and it's going to connect in a happy trine, in a trine with Pluto in Capricorn in transiting your 11th house, and with Jupiter and the North Node in Virgo transiting your 7th house. So this could be new beginnings, for instance, connected with a car. So you might decide with your spouse, Pisces, to buy a new car, and maybe your spouse is getting an influx of money. Maybe he or she got promoted, so suddenly you both have the funds to finance buying a new car, and this new car will be luxurious, will be comfortable, will be extremely safe, and it's the type of car you want to last like more than 10 years, even more than that. So a car that will last for a very long time. It could be that another way of reading it could be that maybe you'll get a message from a friend, or something because the third house is connected with also how do you say, siblings and neighbors and communication and other things. So there could be a new beginning connected with a sibling. Maybe your sibling is establishing a solid foundation for himself or herself. Maybe he or she is buying his or her first house, or maybe your sibling is getting married, or maybe your sibling was promoted, or is having the first child, or having a child, because Taurus is a very fertile sign. Could be that, or it could be that you have new neighbors, that move into your neighborhood. Another way of reading it, it might mean that you might start some type of course. Could be even, for instance, a language course. You might start something for your own personal enjoyment. Not necessarily. It could be something that could be an artistic thing, could be a language that you always wanted to learn, but could be something else. However, you'll have to talk to to the authorities, to your boss, for instance, you might have to change something connected with your work in order for you to have this course. I'm going to still continue giving the example of a language course. So maybe you'll have to enter like an hour later or an hour earlier, so you can leave earlier, so you can go to this language course, and you talk to your bosses, and there might be a difficulty in how do you say, conciliar, in trying to integrate both of the needs of your work with your desire to have this course, but you and your boss, if you try it, you'll find a way. So the full moon on the 21st of May, Pisces, is going to happen in your 10th house, and it's going to happen near Mars retrograde in Sagittarius. The full moon is an ending or a culmination. So for some of you, there might be a very abrupt ending of your job, of your career. Not all, okay? For some, it might even be something which you desire. Again, some, because you wanted to change careers. Could be that. Not necessarily, but it could be that. So, or it could be something that is connected to your job and to your work, to your career. You no longer have to do it. Somebody else, some sort of duty, or is done by somebody else. So something to do with your career, you no longer ends, and you don't have to do it anymore. Maybe duties were given to somebody else, given to somebody else, and you now now it's no longer part of your job, or part, yes, and you're not very happy with that, because maybe you'd prefer to keep on doing whatever was taken from you. Again, this is not for all. Another way of reading this is there might be a culmination in your career. You might be promoted, but maybe and this could happen rather suddenly, but maybe your spouse is not very happy, because now you'll spend more time in your work, Pisces. Maybe that's why he or she is not all that happy. Maybe you'll have an argument with your spouse because of that. Another way of reading it is maybe a boss leaves. Maybe a boss has like a very strong argument with someone, not necessarily you, a conflict with some other boss, and he or she is fired. I would say he, because Mars is a male sign, it symbolizes a male energy, and Sagittarius is a male sign. So maybe a not well loved boss leaves. So this can have many different meanings. And that's it, Pisces. This is the reading that I have for you for May 2016. I hope you have a great month. If you'd like a private consultation, please send an email to duniazad@gmail.com, and I'll be delighted to work with you. Bye bye.